Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines, and many other sectors.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Today on Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra. This is a special edition where we focus on the closing trades of the markets. Remember, after 3-day hiatus, the markets have come back with a smart recovery. There's a 150-point jump on the Nifty that you can see. Slight ticks were already seen in the broader markets in last half an hour of yesterday. And we can actually see right from the beginning when we had a gap up start today, the markets have been able to maintain that upward gap. About 0.7% of a move on the upside can be seen on the Nifty right now, 21,618. However, it's the Nifty Bank that has actually lost ground. It's actually lost most of the gains from the morning trading session, right now hovering at 45,709 odd levels as well. Let's welcome our guest on the show. Soni Patnaik now joins in from JM Financials. Welcome, Soni. It's great to have you with us always, and we are color coordinated today. But looks like we are attracting more bulls with this color coordination in the red at this point in time after 3 days of consecutive fall that we actually saw in the markets. What is your sense of the markets now?
Hey, good afternoon, Sakshi, and thank you so much for having me on the show. I think, yes, we're color coordinated and we are attracting the bulls today for sure. If we look at Nifty, Nifty has taken a very crucial support from 21,300 yesterday, and that will hold a key crucial support even for the for the days going ahead. As of now, there is resistance around 21,700, 21,800. So as long as these resistance zone is not getting crossed, there may not be any short covering in the near future. There is a bit of a caution still to be maintained because FIs in they've actually gone into net shorts from net longs in FNO positions. So that's the overall structure for Nifty. It may remain in a consolidation mode as of now. The crucial thing for today being weekly closing. So I think above 21,500 is quite important. If it's able to manage its closing above 21,500, we may see that it can attempt to break and test around 21,700, 21,800. I think just the concern would be Bank Nifty. It's still
Yeah.
not. It's still quite indecisive as of now. There is no particular direction that can be taken for Bank Nifty as of now. There's multiple resistance at 46,500 to 47,000. So as long as those resistance is not getting crossed for Bank Nifty, there would be still bit of weakness and caution note for Bank Nifty.
Absolutely. Let's look at a few pockets that are buzzing in trade right now. The oil and gas sector is the one that's firing away. You can see over 1.5% kind of a move coming in. So you have Oil India, ONGC, the upstream majors that are moving higher in trade. You also have the gas stocks like GAIL, Mahanagar Gas also looking positive at this point in time. Petronet, LNG, even Gujarat State, Petronet and Indraprastha Gas. These are the stocks that are coming back into flavor as well. How do you look at the momentum here, Soni? Is there a space that you believe traders should actively watch out for now?
Absolutely, Sakshi. I think we've seen good rollovers in Jan series for this particular stock and it's a sector, sorry, and we can see that it is also living up to the rollover expectations. And a lot of stocks have actually moved into the all-time highs like ONGC, and there are very good strong breakouts we've seen since yesterday in IGL, Gujarat Gas, MGL. So a lot of stocks are looking good. There's just one stock which is about to give that breakout and give the more moment. So if anybody has missed the rally in other stocks such as ONGC, MGL, Gujarat Gas, and also I think this one stock can give you that rally. That it is BPCL as of now. I think
Okay.
BPCL, if you see above 480, a very sharp short covering will come up to levels of 500 to 510, and it has very strong support of 470, 465. That zone is very strongly supported with put writers in place. So I think keep a stop loss of 465 and look for targets of 500 to 510 in BPCL.
Okay, fair enough. So BPCL coming in as a recommendation by Sony from the oil and gas space in case this space you're actively watching. Let's look at a few stocks that are really buzzing in the F&O space. Aarti Industries, of course, this stock has been in momentum over the last few trading sessions, but the kind of spurt that we've seen today, a 12% surge in the F&O space, it's right now at 684 odd levels. How would you look at Aarti Industries? It's the top gainer in trade today from the F&O basket.
I think definitely with very aggressive longs, seen today in RP Industries, it is heading towards 670 to 700 a positional target, and one should definitely hold up to 700. One can book their profits also around that, and its breakout level today was above 635. It has not gone below that breakout level at all. So trail your stop losses to 635 and look for targets of 700. Once you see 700, you can book your positions, and then any dip that can be seen in this particular stock can again be utilized for a re-entry level.
Okay, so there you have it. Sony's bullish 700 kind of targets can be seen. In fact, this current spurt has also come after MK Global's initiation of a buy rating on RT Industries with a target price of 750 on that front as well. Let's look at a few more stocks. The railway stocks are buzzing in trade like, they always have, and they continue. There is no let up in that rally at all. So we have RBNL, IRCON, IRCTC. You have the entire wagon space that's buzzing in trade. Your top stock from the railway space that can still be taken on as a trading bet.
I think we've seen very fantastic moves in the entire sector, and from the FNO counter, IRCTC, which has seen very aggressive long bidder positions, it has also seen a good rally of 4-5% today, and stock is quite poised to test 1,020 plus levels. I think it's a good entry even from current levels. Very strong support of 940, 950. As long as the support is holding, look forward to targets of 1,020 plus levels also in the coming days. I think this would be the top pick as of now, which is surprisingly not moved a lot in comparison to the other its peers. So I think there's a lot of momentum and space left in IRCTC.
Okay. You know what's also buzzing in trade is the mid and the small cap basket. After showing that signal towards the last 10 minutes or so, the mid caps are handsomely up 1.5% higher in trade right now. And the small caps also following suit, 1.1% uptick right now for this one. Sony, any particular picks that you have from the mid and the small caps basket which investors can focus on?
Yeah, definitely, I think from the mid cap space, something that is looking quite attractive as of now is Apollo Tires. Apollo Tire, you can see, has given a very good breakout above 500, and it's a very good positioning, very long built up positions yesterday also plus today. So I think Apollo Tires is looking quite good for targets of 530, 540. And on immediate basis, 480 is a very strong support. So I think any dip, any small declines, you can get around 500 to 490 range. One can accumulate, keep a stop loss of 418, targets of 530, 540.
Okay, that's as far as the mid-cap, stock idea is concerned. Apollo Tires for you. Let's shift focus to the large caps now. The one stock that I'm watching out for is Ultratech Cement, 1.7% higher. Again, back above the 10,000 mark, 10,066 being seen on that one. And this is after the Q3 results have come in. Profits are up over 1.5 times to 1775 crore rupees. Revenues at 16,740 odd crore rupees as well. How would you look at Ultratech after the earnings now, Sony?
It's technically it is looking quite good. However, I won't be able to comment anything on this because it's in a strict research
Okay.
restriction list. We're not
Okay.
allowed to speak.
All right, fair enough, no problem. What about Bharti Airtel? That's the one that's been in momentum and sticking higher. 3.5% uptick being seen for this one, 1125. Would you be a buyer in Bharti Airtel at these levels?
In Bharti Airtel, it has crossed 1100 levels. It was a resistance earlier. Now it is going to become a good support. So as long as 1100 is holding, one can definitely enter Bharti Airtel. It can rally up to 1150, 1160 levels. So I think it's quite well placed. Although I think in the coming week there is results due for Bharti Airtel. So maybe before that you can get the momentum, and for 1150, 1160 can be the targets.
Okay, got that. Let's look at the Nifty contributors now. ICICI Bank is contributing 24 points to the rally in the Nifty. Bharti Airtel contributing 21 points. Infosys is contributing 15.8 points. ITC 13.3 points, and Axis Bank about 12 points to this upward momentum that you're looking at into the markets. The market's taking even higher, 171 points higher for the Nifty. It's 21,632. So the momentum is getting carried on as well. I'm going to talk about Reliance Industries with you now because that's the counter that we will be watching out for. In the evening, we will be looking at the results coming about. How are you looking at Reliance Industries? What would you advise investors? Should one wait and watch the results are out? And how do you see it opening maybe tomorrow? Because tomorrow is a special trading session again. So we will see a reaction for Reliance Industries even tomorrow. Won't have to wait for the weekend as well.
Right. So Reliance last week we have seen it gave a very strong breakout and the level was 2650. Even when the markets were quite volatile this week, it defended, it never even went below 2700. So as long as 27 to 2650, this range is quite well defended on after even the results are announced. And any momentum that you can see should happen from these levels, it will bounce back, although there is very strong resistance at 2800. So there's a possibility that you can see some dip and decline towards 2700, and that would be a good opportunity to enter. You can keep your stop losses at 2650 from where the breakout had come, and from there it should bounce towards 2780, 2800 odd levels. I think that's how the play can be seen Reliance, and that's even the options metrics is indicating at such a move.
Okay. Lastly, Soni, if you could tell us anything that I have not asked you so far, but you are very bullish on some stocks that you have in your radar.
Right. So I think one stock particularly which I would like to put a focus on is LNT. So LNT is looking quite strong. It has given a very fresh breakout today. From a long time, it has been defending 3500. Even when the markets were very volatile, it defended 3500 levels and it was attempting to break above 3600, which it has successfully done today. So, sorry, LNT is looking quite strong from current levels. It can test 3700 to 3740 in the coming days with a good stop loss of 3580. Current level is also very good buy. 3740 is your target.
All right, that's LNT for you as a recommendation from Sony. Well, with that, thanks a lot, Sony, for being with us on this very special edition and sharing with us all the stock ideas and strategies as well. Many thanks for joining us. As always, it's a great pleasure to host you on Business Today Television and on Market Today as well. Let's wind down the session. So 160 points now higher on the Nifty, ticking higher, 21,620 odd levels being seen. The Nifty Bank is also seeing some green signals coming in. Sectorally, all the sectors are positive, barring slight losses that are being seen on the media index and the private banking index as well. The stocks that are on top as far as the Nifty is concerned, Bharti Airtel 3.5%, it's the top mover. ONGC, NTPC, SBI Life, Tech Mahindra, Tata Steel, these are the other movers on the Nifty pack. From the F&O action, it's Aarti Industries that we discussed. India Mart Intermesh after the earnings, that's the one that's sticking higher, 11.2%, 6.7% higher in trade. Oracle Financial Services, there is no let up after the 29% surge that you saw yesterday. Oracle Finance is still up about 6.5% in trade even now. REC and IRCTC are the other big movers. As far as the F&O action is concerned, from the Nifty 500 basket is HUDCO, that's up by 13% in trade, followed by General Insurance Corporation, IRCTC, IRCON, Intellect Design. These are the other top movers from the Nifty 500 basket. What we'll do is we'll lead the conversation right here, but action continues from Davos, so don't go anywhere. From Business Today Television, we will be getting you live and exclusive conversations from the World Economic Forum. Till that time, many thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel Business Today Television.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe for multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines, and many other sectors.
In today's rapidly evolving business environment, when risk is omnipresent, managing risks is no longer just about ticking a few boxes. Businesses need to maintain a panoramic view of risks to stay ahead of the curve. Join us to explore how organizations can rethink risk to unlock new possibilities and become fit for future. At PwC presents De-Risking the Future in collaboration with Business Today. In today's rapidly evolving business environment, when risk is omnipresent, managing risks is no longer just about ticking a few boxes. Businesses need